So this is Suspicious Minds. Let's get straight into this first part of the song, and it's played with bar chords, even though some lessons will tell you to use open chords. You can play it like that for sure, but this is the best way, this is the accurate way to play it with the song. And it's a G bar chord, although we don't need to be pressing down all the strings. We're actually not barring anything, we're just pressing on that top note. Okay, so we've got this shape on, that's finger 1 on string 6, fret 3, 3rd and 4th fingers down in this power chord shape on fret 5, and then 2nd finger in here on string 3, fret 4. Don't forget that I'm down tuned half a step here, so it might sound slightly different to you, but it's all the same stuff. Now once that shape's on, we don't need to hold down all the time on that chord. You can actually pick the notes as you go if you want to, if that's easier. But we're going to pick string 6, string 5, this is just the next one down, and then we're going to do an up pick on the middle 2 notes, and we're holding all these notes down when we're doing that. So down, down, and then up and try and catch the 3rd and 4th strings. And then we play the down on the 6th string. So the first 4 notes are get the hang of that first. The rest of that bar's got this hammer-on riff. Probably easier if you bar strings 3, 4 and 5. We're going to hammer though on fret 5, string 5. Hammer on that with fingers 1 and then go to 3, at which point you can then decide to bar. You don't have to bar instantly, so you can hammer and then press down. We're going to pick the middle 2 strings on those fret 5s, back to your fret 7 again, down, up on those middle 2 strings again, and then finishing on fret 5, string 5. So again, string 5, fret 5, up in the middle, back on that 3rd finger, and loop that half a bar there. Get good at doing that. And then we're moving back to what we did again. So you need to move from this note straight back here. So a little bit of a jump, but switch, back again. Make sure to use this picking, it helps a lot. So down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And then you can finish on a down or an up, doesn't really matter too much there. Alright, now that just repeats 4 times. We do the same thing up on fret 8 after that. Only we've got fret 8 and we play the open string ever so quickly afterwards. So this movement in the second half of that bar, is bar 6, is the same thing as we had before, but just do that slowly. Bass note, open D string again, do an up on that one, and then to fret 10, hammer, middle strings, up, back to that 12, back to the 10, finish on 10. So let's just hear those first couple of 6 bars or so. And then we move to fret 10 with this same shape. We're not doing the hammer-ons here, so it's just string 6, 5, middle 2, 12 and 12 on strings 5 and 4, top string a couple of times, middle 2 strings again, back to that fret 10, move down 2 frets, let's do that again, so that's bar 8, 10, 12, middle, down, up, top string a couple of times, move it down, so I would do down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, which then leads you back to coming back to our and there's that whole verse section. Alright, so we just covered the basic riff, the verse part, and it changes slightly towards the end before we go into the chorus. So let's just check out that whole riff. So we've got basically the G part, the C, which is on fret 8, and then we go to fret 10 for 1 bar, it's the D, down to C, and then we go back up to D for half a bar, back to C, and then this new B minor, which is just down a fret to fret 7. If you can do the whole B minor, do that. But if you find that tricky to get these notes in the middle sounding, you can just use your first and maybe your third finger, and then switch the first finger over to the string 4 fret 7, and have your little finger, leave the little finger on, just move the first finger over here. So we've got the 6th string, 5th string, and then the little finger and the first finger to hit those middle 2 notes if you had trouble with the bar. Okay, so that bit there, or with the bar, and then you take that fret 7, you slide up to fret 10, and that's the kind of D shape again, and that leads you into the chorus. So here we are at the chorus, and we're going to this C bar chord again, same kind of picking we had with the string 6, 5, and then the 2 middle strings together, 5 again, 6, 5 middles, back to the 5, down to the G, now the B minor, whichever way you play that, or with the first finger skipping over. After that, bar 23, we've got the C chord. So here we've got the C chord, and the next half of the bar we go up to the D, just hitting strings 2, 3 and 4. If you find that shape tricky, you can go and play those 3 notes together like this. So play the bass strings, the 6 and the 5 strings, and then just move over fingers. And then we move over to this E minor shape on bar 24, where we have the first finger on fret 7, string 5, the third finger on string 4 fret 9, a little finger below that, and then the second finger, just like the major shape on the top strings, but just down a set. This will always give you the minor bar chord. So that's string 5, 4, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 4, 2 and 3. Back to the minor, that's the B up the top on fret 7. Slide up a fret for the C now, bar 26. And then back to the D. We finished there, leading us back to the main riff again. So the verse and the chorus pretty much repeat in the song, and then we've got this bridge part that goes kind of half time. We've got 6 beats a bar, we've got an E minor chord shape, which is the string 5, fret 5, and you can hold that whole thing on there. It's string 5, then string 4, and we play the bottom three strings together, or you could play that and then the other note, and maybe go and hit these separately up here. The next bar 53, we're on the B minor again, top 4 strings, and then 5, 4 and 3, and then we slide up a fret to the C major chord, which is the fret 8. We play the middle 4 strings, like a down strum like that, and then up to D on fret 10, and we just hit strings 4, 3 and 2. Again, if you're having trouble with it, getting that real clear, then as I say, you can just switch to this shape for the single note. So let's look at those 4 bars again. E minor, B minor, C, D, and carrying on, bar 56, we're back to the E minor, the B minor, and then we're going to the C chord, and then up to the D, basically repeats, and then we are, this is a G major shape in the C kind of chord pattern, so and that will just give you all those notes you need on the middle 4 strings. So it's having that C chord, but we play that shape with the little finger on the top on fret 10, then the 9 down a string on string 4, first finger fret 7 string 3, and the second finger on string 2 fret 8, and that will give you all of that stuff. So it's string 4, 5, 1 and 2, 4, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, and then this fret 9 on string 4. And this other shape on bar 61 is the C shape again. You can have the whole thing, or you can just bar the bottom 4 strings like this on fret 8, and then second and third in like this. So you've got this fret 10, and then we can just take this down to fret 9, which is similar to what we had here in the beginning with this G shape, C shape if you like, but we don't have to have that little finger on, so we can just go to this shape, which is barring the bottom 3. I got my second finger on string 2 fret 8 and the third finger on string 9 fret 9 string 4, and this is bar 62. And that goes back to fret 5 now, and then you're back to the riff. That will lead you back into the riff, and then it just basically, the outro is just the same part of the verse when we're just going from the G and the D. So as well as there being other guitar parts, you've got this electric guitar part that follows along the melody really closely, and we've got this little double stop thing where we have 2 strings played together. And here's the shapes. So the first one is on string 4 fret 5 and the string 3 fret 4. And it's, if the easiest way to play it is if you move your first finger up to string 3 fret 5 after that, and then put the third finger in on fret 7 string 4. So you're going from this to this. So okay, after that we're just going up to fret 9 and 10, same shape, just up here, higher up, and then 10 and 12. Move up 2 more frets, slide down, and then slide up again, back again, and then we've got this 7 and 9. So let's show you again. And this repeats onto the chorus, We have single notes following the melody. Slide from 12 to 7. We've got a little pull off from 3 to 2. Use fingers 1 and 2 for that. Nine, 11, 12. Slide. String 3 fret 4 and the open string above it, and that leads you back to doing the that we just went through, and again that repeats. We have the chorus again, and we come to this bridge eventually where it slows down. We have an E minor shape, just the bottom 4 strings, just have string 4 fret 2. This is a B minor with a D, so you put your, it's basically in a diagonal line. C, top half of a C chord, you just have these fingers on here, D, again the E minor, B minor, whoops, and C, and a D. And then it leads us into these kind of high little notes here. We have fret 10 and 12. A little bit higher, 12, 13, 8, 8, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, and then we're back to, and so on and so on. And that's basically the lead guitar part. So here is the kind of acoustic guitar part with just playing open chords, as well as these other lead guitar electrics over the top. And it's basically C to G. I'm going to play the G that has the 3rd and 4th fingers on the bottom, you don't have to. So the rhythm is basically 4 quavers. We'll count 1 and 2 and then we go to the C chord. We'll do those as down strums. We go to the C chord, it's semi-quavers, 1 E and, sorry, 3 E and then 4 and. So it's down, up, and then a couple of downs. So when you see the quavers, just do downs. When you do the semi-quavers, do down ups. Okay, so it's slow that down. Down, 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 change. Down, up, down, up, down, 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 down. Down, up, down, up, down, down. That's going back and forth. We carry on with a C, bar 6, then an F, this kind of F where we have the bottom 2 strings and then the other 2 fingers in. Eventually we go to D, C. Check out the rhythm there, we've got quavers, 1 and 2, but then we've got an ander with its 2 semi-quavers. We do a down up, 3 and 4 and C, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, leading back to this G. Okay, so all in all will sound something like this. And that will just carry on into the chorus, which is a C, just quavers here, just down strums, 3, 4, G, B minor. If you can't do the B minor shape yet, then you can just do this 3-note B minor on strings 1, 2 and 3. We go to string 1 fret 2, then go in a diagonal line up to string 2 and then to string 3, or you could put that third finger up again, put the little finger underneath. And then we go on to C, D, half a bar of C, half a bar of D, on bar 23, E minor again, B minor, then we go to C, notice on bar 27 we play D for 3 beats, 1 and 2 and 3, a final strum on C before it leads us back to the main kind of riff or intro verse part. Yeah, so that's pretty much the verse and the chorus part done. And then there's this bridge part where we're just playing E minor for 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, B minor, 2, 3, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, E minor, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, C. It changes to 3 beats now. G, goes striking between C and G. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 on a D, leading you back to the same thing we're doing before, and it just kind of goes through to the end like that. So here's this bass line of Suspicious Minds. Looking at the intro riff to start with, we've got this D note, string 2, fret 5. And then counting on that, we've got a dotted crotchet, so we're playing 1 and 2 and the and is that quaver on its own, 1 and 2 and then same thing again, 3 and 4 and. So we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Trying to keep those alternate fingers going, starting with the index. Second bar the same thing, or third bar. Upper string to fret 5 at the other, I use finger 2 here. Up to fret 2, string 3, leading us to fret 3, same rhythm, go back to the fret 5, now I like to use the third finger to start maybe, and then fingers 2 and 1 to hit these other notes. At the end of bar 11 we've got a little hammer on, we're playing 3, 5, 3, 5, so you're playing fret 3 on string 3, and we're whacking the other finger onto fret 5 a couple of times, so you're playing that fret 3, hammer, playing again. Okay, so there's that whole thing again. Leading us into a few more notes here on the bar 12. You'll want to probably use first finger, third finger and little finger. So first finger's on fret 3, jumping to fret 5 string 3, and then to string 2 fret 5. Watch out for the quavers and the crotchets, or just the ones with the long line and the longer note. So okay, and then we carry on bar 13, just pressing these notes as and when you need them. So from bar 12 to 13, fret bar 14 goes to 3. It might help to bar these top 2, or you can use 2 fingers. 3, 4, and we go up to fret 5. And then we're playing on fret 5 on bar 18. More hammer-ons at the end. So it kind of adds more notes in as we go. So we're on to the chorus now, bar 20. Okay, let's do that again. So we've got this so that chorus, again, you can either bar with one finger, or either fret 3, or you can use 2 fingers. Let's say we're using 2 fingers, so it's string 3 and then string 4. 3, 2, open, 2, and then we jump up to fret 3. And now we need to use fingers 3 and 4, like we did at the end of the verse. Open, 1, 2, and then your first finger can sit. 3, it's again with the same fingers. 5, 6, and then we go to fret 7. Open, 1, 2, 2, first finger at the top. Second, so I'm trying to use finger 2 on that string and finger 1 at the top. There's a, and then we're back to the verse again, which we started with again. Much the same things going on there as well. And then you've got the chorus again, it's all the same stuff. Let's have a look, see if we can find the bridge part. Okay, so we've got fret 2, so we've got this fret 2 here, 2, 3, 4. Up on bar 63, just playing crotchets again, and we're back into the same kind of stuff we had before.